Hey, welcome to Life Extension Live. I'm Dr. Mike, and this is
Dr. Crystal.
And we are so excited because today's show is about Charlie and Splashy. Charlie, come here. This is my buddy Charlie. Come on, come up.
Yay!
Come here. Up. Yay! We're obviously talking. I almost forgot we got a show to do.
Yes, we do.
We're going to be talking about pet health. We got a lot of stuff we're going to be talking about.
Dogs, horses.
birds, everything. Right? We want to talk a little bit about what they do for our health, right?
Yes.
And at the same time, we're going to talk about how we're going to help them live healthy and long.
That's right.
A lot of good nutrition.
We love our pets. Here in the U.S., 66% of households own a pet.
Yeah, that's
Charlie
not.
wants me to show some love too. Okay,
Sure, love Charlie. Splashy doesn't do much, but
yeah, we were wondering if Splashy was okay. This is our office beta fish.
It's so
And
funny.
Splashy, I don't know. Splashy doesn't have another beta fish to fight.
With. Well, he's moving around now. Good. All right. So on today's show, we're going to be covering, here it is, top 5 U.S. pets, the impact these pets can have on our health, and the best nutrients for each type of pet that we may have, right?
Yes. So what about our top 5 lineup, Dr. Mike?
Yeah.
Number
1, dogs. 65.1 million households have dogs. And now the most common breed is the French Bulldog. It used to be a Charlie, which is the Golden Retriever.
Oh, all right. Number 2, cats, of course. 46.5 million homes, and the most common breed is the exotic short-hair cat.
Don't even know what that is. Then there's freshwater fish, and that's going to be 11 million households, and mostly it's goldfish.
And then birds. Most common, parakeet.
Yeah, man, that's loud. That's a loud house, but they're good. They're awesome. I have a friend with several of them, and you can only stay over for about 30 minutes. And I think she does that on purpose.
Yeah. Maybe so.
And then the last area is going to be the small like animals like hamsters, rabbits. You didn't want me to bring this up, but even rats. Now, I'm not talking about New York City rats. There are rats that they make great pets, apparently.
I'm not sure. Dr. Mike claims that he saw some documentary where people are now having lots of rats as pets.
Yeah, well, I did see it, even though she doesn't always believe me. Okay, so we got a pop quiz.
I know.
Yeah.
And so one of our writers, Michael Cohen, wrote this quiz. He did not give us the answers, so let's go.
Okay, so what are they? Do you have the quiz up there, Hannah? Okay, here we go. Are the majority of men? What do you think? Men or
women?
Yeah, I'm going
men.
You can't.
I'm changing.
I'm
Men.
going women, and the answer is yeah. Always, you know that from school.
I was thinking about men and their dogs. Man's best friend.
Always
That's what
go
I was
with your
thinking.
first
That's
gut
true.
answer. Number 2. Let's see. Do more people have saltwater fish or horses for their pets?
Fish. No, horses.
Because it's saltwater.
Right.
That's very specific.
That's a tricky question.
Horses.
No.
Oh, that's surprising.
So what, saltwater fish? I guess the big fish tanks where you have to
Yeah.
add the salt.
And
guess
those
so.
things are hard to run
Right,
and everything.
yes.
pH
Used to
has to
have
be
one
perfect.
growing up.
Salinity, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. All right, we have one more.
Charlie.
Kristen got one more.
Okay.
How many U.S. households acquired a cat or dog since March? It's a lot because of the pandemic.
That's right.
I'm
I'm going
to say 23 million.
I was thinking B. 23 million. Are we right?
Are we right?
Yay!
Awesome.
Finally.
Yeah. A lot of people were at home now.
That's right.
Yeah, and so they went out and they had dogs and cats. Now here's the
Because
thing:
they were lonely.
there's, listen, they're part of your family now. Just because things are a little bit back to normal. I don't know if we're ever going to be back to normal,
Right.
but you know what I mean.
Yes.
Keep those pets, right? They're
Keep
good
the
for
pets,
you. Yeah.
And we'll talk about strategies if you're back in the office, some strategies to keep that pet, give that pet some
Love while you're not there
and
yourself.
attention while you're not at home.
But like we just said, keep the pets because they're good for your health. Let's talk about that, right?
Yeah.
Pet, the pet can have a big impact on so many parts of your health. I'm just going to list out some things.
Okay.
Right? Let me just do that, and then we
Right.
can maybe talk about it. But this isn't theory. This has been shown through petting studies and all this kind of stuff. People having dogs. decreased blood pressure and lipid levels,
Yes.
right? Decreased feelings of loneliness and anxiety and PTSD symptoms. Increased opportunities for exercise and outdoor activity. That's true. Oh, especially in older Americans, if they have a dog, they're outside more.
They're more active.
Yeah. Better cognitive function.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need 2 Charlies. And then more opportunities to socialize.
Yes,
right?
and as you mentioned, this isn't anecdotal evidence. This is scientific evidence. In fact, the American Heart Association, they have a scientific statement on cardiovascular risk, and they state, and I quote, pet ownership, particularly dog ownership, may reduce cardiovascular disease risk.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah.
That's official, Dr. Mike.
I know.
American Heart Association.
I think people need to realize how important that organization making. They don't make a lot of quotes like that.
Right.
Right. If they're gonna talk about reducing risk, the AHA, they need good evidence for them to say that.
Right, to make that scientific statement. So so that's good to hear.
Yeah, it turned out in a couple studies, sometimes when people get older, the rhythm of the heart is a little messed up, so they have to go on these defibrillators to make sure it doesn't get too wacky, right? And it turned out that those patients who had a defibrillator for 2 years, if they had a pet, their overall risk of death was significantly lower than not having a pet.
Yes, and then another retrospective survey found that pet owners who were admitted to the hospital for just an acute coronary syndrome had reduced cardiac morbidity and mortality up to 1 year after discharge.
Yeah.
So, the researchers just looked and said, okay, the people who came in with these heart issues, when they went home, the ones that had the pets had less death.
Yeah, that's great. And that's good.
Important.
That's important if we're going to live forever. Right? Wait, that's our other show.
Right.
All right. Improved brain function is another one. Several case studies have been published about just, people with pets have better like anger management. And you even see it when kids. Yeah. Kids with pets tend to have they're better socialized because they're taking their dogs out to the park with the other kids.
That's right.
And so there's a lot of a mental health benefit there as well.
Also, dogs in particular enhance communication skills in children with developmental delays. Yeah. So
see, look at that. Yeah. I mean, it's
bring a pet into the home.
It's a dog, a cat, whatever you want. Turns out riding horses improved behavioral ratings in 20 children with autism.
Yeah, and bring your pet to visit grandma. If grandma doesn't have a pet, bring the pet over for visits. If the personal care home or the nursing home allows pets, bring the pets in.
I had a friend in Dallas who, unfortunately, she passed away, but she had horses, and she would have kids with behavioral issues from school, kids on the spectrum, and they would be assigned one horse, and they would take care of that horse for the day, and she said the results were crazy, like amazing with that kind of stuff. Okay, let's keep it moving. Living longer,
of course.
Yeah, usually because you're more active.
Right, and you're more active, and it goes back to the heart health benefits, the blood pressure benefits, the mental health benefits. So I think that all plays a part in living longer, and healthier lives as you get older.
I don't know if Splashy's going to help you be more active.
Splashy helps. Dr. Mike is partial to dogs. Okay, he's.
Well, how does Splash? Like I walk him every day. How does
it's so calming to sit and watch fish. They just really bring about a nice ambiance to your home. And it's also about caring. It's the caring for our pets that kind of takes us away from ourselves.
Yeah, I think that's
where, often especially if we're going through challenging times in life, we can dwell on self, but when we exert our energy towards other people, our animals, that makes us feel better.
I agree. I'm just having fun. I think have any pet you want. Whatever pet is right for you, your house, your family. I've always just been the dog guy, right? And it's okay, you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
not knocking you for that.
You know, they can't even see Charlie. Can they see Charlie anymore?
Charlie is hanging out. Charlie loves it here.
Come here, buddy.
Yes, Charlie.
Just petting, taking care of them, walking with them. There you go. There's a good shot of Charlie right there. Yeah.
Charlie's a good boy.
He is a good boy.
Train your pets.
And there's a lot of training when it comes to dogs. You got to start early. I did with Charlie. Let's move into just, caring for our pets in general. Time and attention.
So important. If you are going to bring the animal into your family, they need the same attention that you would give your children.
Yeah.
That you would give they're your loved ones.
Yeah. It's the whole point of bringing a dog or a cat or whatever, a bird, whatever it is. I mean, some of these pets are going to take a little more time and attention, some not as much. That's fine. But if you're not spending time with them, if you're not giving them attention, if you're not caring for them, someone's like, what was the point?
Yeah, it's very selfish.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? Yeah. And there's nothing worse than seeing, especially on the dog side, because they're the more social probably of the different pets. Although hamsters are very social, even all them. If hamsters don't get talked to every day, you get depressed. Birds lose feathers.
I was going to say birds are very social. Yeah. Often it's suggested that you have 2 birds because the birds can play with each other.
Yeah. So it's just that time and attention.
You just have to carve out time.
And then it's good for you.
Good for you. You have to make sure they're getting the exercise that they need. If you have to go into the office, leave them home, find music to play the television,
keep the TV on.
Keep
yeah,
the
a lot
TV
of people
on.
do that. Yeah.
And I know my cousin, she has a dog, has had the dog for a couple of years, and now she was like, I need to get another dog because she noticed her dog was lonely during the day.
Get a companion. Yeah, for sure. Checkups, you got. Listen, that you have to be dedicated to that. I'm fully aware of the vet bills are definitely increasing than a few years ago.
Yes.
But it's still so important. Vaccinations, daily checkups.
Yep.
Just like for us.
Right.
Right? We want to live longer and stronger and healthier. Same thing with our pets.
That's right. And then, of course, nutrition.
Huge, yeah.
Quantity, meaning not overfeeding your pets.
Right.
Quality. Think about good quality nutrition, and then add-ins.
Yeah.
What should you add in to support their overall, optimize their health?
Yeah, exactly. I know with Charlie, I have there's a dry that I use that has its mineral base, and then he gets broiled chicken breasts, no seasoning, nothing like that, and I cut it up a little bit, and then I take broccoli and cauliflower. And I grind it up like little rice things, and he gets a little scoop of that. Yeah.
Wow.
That's what he gets.
I knew that you cooked the chicken for Charlie, but I didn't know Charlie was getting fresh veggies as well.
Now he does. But I'll tell you, he doesn't. He likes the chicken for sure, and he likes the dry. That when I put the vegetables in, if I don't mix it in well, he knows how to push that out of the way.
Really?
Oh yeah. If I don't mix it in, you'll see like a rim of the vegetables in his bowl. So he's not all that thrilled about the vegetables. But I think it's important. But even if you can't, there's some great brands out there for dogs and cats and whatever pet you have. It's just making sure you know the quality of the product that you're buying to feed them.
That's right.
Right. Let's talk a little bit about nutrients that you could add, like you had mentioned, right? Not just the food, but what nutrients can you add either in pill form or to their foods. There's different ways of doing it.
Yes.
For each one of our, I think we're going to look at dogs and cats.
We'll look at the top 2, dogs and cats.
So with dogs, there you go. Nice slide there. Oh, that almost looks like Charlie.
I know.
Yeah. Theanine, melatonin, perfectly safe. Effective for dogs and cats. Obviously, the dosing's different, but it's the same theanine that for humans and that we use for our supplements and melatonin. It's just the dosing's different.
Yeah, and with the melatonin, it's not with humans. We take it at night to help us to get a good night's rest. Melatonin with dogs, they can take it during the day.
Yeah, anytime
during the day. It's a great nutrient to give when you're heading out to work.
Yeah. And it keeps them calmer.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily knock them out.
Right.
Keeps them calmer. And again, it's theanine and melatonin. Very safe, very effective. Been on the market for years and years
Right.
and years.
Yep.
And years
When
and
you
years.
have the dogs that maybe you have noisy neighbors,
Yeah.
or that kind of get fired up on that side of the emotional world, then some theanine and melatonin can be very helpful. If you have a long car drive, car trip,
for sure.
If anything's changing out of the routine,
Yeah.
those are good ideas.
Yeah. Now there's now hips and joints. I know a lot of people. You can use glucosamine and all this kind of stuff, but there is one PEA. That's something that they may not know, right?
Yeah, that's a type of fatty acid, and it can be very helpful for overall balancing out inflammatory responses in the body.
Right. So PEA, could be added to a glucosamine if you wanted to, or you do it by itself.
Yep.
At the end of the day. And then, of course, skin and coat, you got your fatty acids.
Yes.
So key. I take a bunch of omega-3s. I haven't started Charlie yet on omega-3s, but, he's only 3.5. But I'm thinking here pretty soon, I'm going to start adding some of these things in.
So have you tried, along with the chicken, maybe salmon?
Yeah, no, I do substitute at times. Okay. Yeah, I do that. And then the mineral-based dry isn't just mineral. There are omegas in there as well, right? Okay. Probably not enough, to be honest with you. But omegas is, hey, it's good for us. It's good for our pets.
Yes, we need to keep Charlie's coat nice and shiny.
Yeah, and then of course gut stuff, probiotics.
Right.
Dogs can have probiotics.
They have a microbiome
they
as well
sure do.
that needs to balance.
Yeah, for sure. And you can find all kinds of different, just very general probiotics out there on the market. Other ones that weren't on that list, right? There are vitamin and mineral formulas that are fine. Turmeric, curcumin, right?
Yep.
We just did a whole show on that.
That's right. Yeah. And then colostrum is also beneficial.
Colostrum, mother's milk stuff, right? Yeah. Proteins and fats and stuff like that. All right, let's talk now about cats.
The one point I wanted to make for all the vegetarians out there, you may be a vegetarian, but your cat is a carnivore. Yeah. Just plain and simple.
They are, right?
Yes. Yeah. And so sometimes we try to impose some of our eating preferences on our pets, and let's just feed them what they would typically eat in the wild. In the wild, nature. Yeah. Right. That's a good point, right? Do what you want to do, but your cat probably wants some good meat. Well, right. The cat's digestive system, it's especially equipped to manage protein. And when we start looking at how they manage those proteins, there are some limitations with how they convert nutrients, like converting tryptophan into niacin. And so you kind of want to think about the amino acids that you add in. Because some of them, they're great at metabolizing, others, right? Not so great. Yeah. Right. As well as another example is vitamin A and beta carotene. So kind of that conversion, cats need some assistance with that. So when you start thinking about nutrients you want to add in, those are some you want to consider. And listen, get a good vet. Often in vet offices now, you can find all these formulas already made for you. High quality formulas with the right nutrient balance and stuff like that for dogs and cats and all the other pets. Yes. As well. All right, so let's talk. One thing, quality when it comes to. There's the cat. I think that's the first cat. So those are some nutrients. Just quickly: taurine for heart, kidney, eye health; arginine, normal heart, kidney, pancreatic function. That cat looks like it has like a goatee. B vitamins help with cardiovascular health. That's a cute little cat. That is a cute cat. That's funny. And that's so common of cats right there. Notice how he was just looking around, like looking up, looking down. That's just they do their own thing. They do for sure their own thing. Quality. You want quality for your family, yourself. Same thing with the pets. Right. Absolutely. Get some freshness in there, right? Well, I think it's fresh, but it's also making sure you are kind of reading those labels, asking questions. Don't grab what's the first thing that you see that's on sale.
Cheapest thing sometimes.
The cheapest nutrients may not always be the highest quality.
For sure, yeah. And we, the whole pet nutrition industry has evolved and come so far from like when I was a kid, we had dogs back then. There was only like 2 brands and it was all just dry, processed, whatever, right?
Yep.
We've come so far. I think all of our pets, should get some freshness and quality is something that's important to realize. So I love this. Where's Charlie? Can you see Charlie? There's Charlie. Come here, Charlie, here. You want to say goodbye?
Charlie takes lots of naps, huh?
Well, dogs do. Dogs sleep like, 15, 16 hours. Yeah, he's a good boy. Charlie's big exercises, he loves to swim. We go swimming every day, and he gets a lot of good exercise there, plus our walks. This was fun.
I know.
It's so nice. We should bring Charlie on more.
That's why I told Dr. Mike, I think Charlie needs to be our honorary co-host on all of our shows.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, we got a nice article, right?
Yes, lifeextension.com/petcare.
Right. Is now and so again, much more information there. That's written by Life Extension. So go check that out /petcare. Fun show. Please like and share and comment. Get the show out there.
Yeah.
We go live every Wednesday at
noon.
12 noon. Sometimes I have a hard time with that. Let me try that again. We go live every Wednesday at 12 noon. So go ahead and hit that interested button. So every time we're about to go live, your favorite places will tell you, hey, they're about to go live.
That's right.
Right. So
consider adopting a pet.
There you go. I'm Dr. Mike. That's
Dr. Crystal.
We'll see you next time.